Welcome to the Dinosaur Review for Kids podcast, a show all about reviewing dinosaurs on a scale of 1 to 10 fossils before only the elite terrible lizards make it into the prehistoric cage match. This program is presented by the Stomp Chomp Roar Company and can be heard within all the rock layers across the planet. Grab your dinosaurs and your official scorecard because it's now time to dig for dinosaurs. Here's your Mesozoic host, Dinosaur Ranger Anthony.
What's up, all my junior paleontologists? Did you guys say the sun? Well, that is true, but do you know what today is? Do you guys have any guesses? Well, today is Monday, August 29th, and that means it's my birthday! Can you believe it or what? It's my 33rd trip around the blazing hot sun. Whoop whoop! Well, in order to celebrate my big day, I want to make sure you guys send me all of your dinosaur toys to attention, Dinosaur Ranger Anthony of Omaha, Nebraska. Well, I'm just kidding, right? Or am I? Well, nonetheless, welcome back to the Dinosaur Review for Kids podcast. This is your host, Dinosaur Ranger Anthony, and you've tuned into episode number 42. Now, today's species was even discovered the same year I was born. Weird, right? And oddly enough, I didn't plan it that way. It just happened. So maybe today's species needs to become one of my new favorite dinosaurs. Now, don't get me started on those Cornhuskers, you guys, because the Huskers lost another game by 7 points or less this past Saturday. They lost by only 3 points after leading almost the entire game. These Huskers definitely don't deserve to wear their black shirts. But throw the bones! Come on, Nebraska, you guys can do it. Let's go, Scott Frost. Well, you guys, before we do our dino review today, let's update you guys on some dinopreneur news or some entrepreneur news, my small business news from Stomp Chomp Roar. Well, you guys, we have 3 dynamite announcements coming this September. So here's a sneak peek for all my listeners. First, the Stomp Chomp Roar Dinosaur Awards. That's right, the Stomp Chomp Roar Dinosaur Awards is coming this September. If you love dinosaurs more than anyone else in the world, you're going to want to listen to this because this Sunday, September 4th, I'm going to be posting on my Facebook page all about how you can win the Stomp Chomp Roar Dinosaur Trophy. That's right, we are right now designing, creating the Stomp Chomp Roar Dinosaur Trophy, and you might have a chance to win it if you have the best dinosaur collection and you love dinosaurs more than anyone else in the world. So stay tuned, go and search for my Facebook page on Facebook, just search Stomp Chomp Roar and you'll find the details this Sunday, September 4th. Now, second, the National Fossil Day is October 12th, and if you live in and around the Omaha area, I'll be announcing the fossil making event All for Kids. So again, that's October 12th, it's National Fossil Day. Now, third, we are close to announcing our Chompin' Halloween Fossil Cart Show. So this will include all kinds of spooky Halloween additions, including a pumpkin exploding volcano, which I might just be happening to be making today, fossil mummies, Teleoceras the ghost, and Paleostein, our baby Spinosaurus. I even bought a mad scientist wig, and I'll be posting all about this on my Facebook tomorrow, Tuesday, August 30th, with my mad scientist wig, and hopefully my completed exploding Pumpkin Man volcano. So those are our 3 updates coming at you guys this September. So you guys got a little bit of a sneak peek for being in my awesome Dinosaur Review for Kids listeners. Now let's do a few shout outs before today's review. First, Axel's Donuts and Dinosaurs birthday party. We had tons of fun. There was tons of donuts, tons of dinosaurs, and tons of smiling faces. We just had a great time. Second, the Miller Days Parade. We drove our Jurassic Jeep, you guys, in the Miller Days Parade this last Saturday, and I just can't believe so many people were like, look at that cool dinosaur Jeep. Look at all the dinosaurs. It was tons of fun, and I just had just an amazing time brightening everybody's day during that parade. Now, also shout out to Ian's Durham Museum birthday party. We had tons of fun going down to the Durham Museum and doing our fossil cart show for Ian and all of his family and friends. Now, also next, shout out to my wife Elise for helping me today with some of my French words in today's podcast. She took 4 years of French back in high school at Millard South, so shout out to the Patriots. They actually know how to win football games. Now, Elise was great. She was a very good French tutor for all her years of taking French. So thank you to Ranger Elise for helping me on my Le Français. Did you guys know that this past summer when Elise and I went to the beautiful island of Jamaica, we tried escargot? That's right, we had escargot. Do you guys know what those are? What is escargot? You guys, it's snails. Can you believe that? We both had snails. And to be honest, they were probably the best thing we tried on our Jamaican vacation. And it was over at the Le Jardinier, which means the gardener in French. Now, lastly, a shout out to Dinosaur Ranger Anthony. I hope you have a great 33rd birthday. Wait, that's me, right guys? Well, today, my wife took me out to breakfast this morning at Brugger's Bagels. We had the sriracha sunrise. Then today, during the day, I'm recording my podcast for all of you guys, and I'm working on some fun dinosaur projects, like our pumpkin volcano and our Stomp Chomp Roar dinosaur trophy. And then tonight, we're going out to Paisan's Pizzeria to get some awesome pizza for my birthday before we come back to my house, and my wife made us some awesome pumpkin bars that I can't wait to dig my claws into. I think I want to eat the whole tray of pumpkin bars. Then on this Friday, you guys, we're having a Jamaican themed party back in the backyard on my pergola, a pergola party with all of my friends, and it's just going to be a great time, man. Yeah, man. Well, you guys, let's grab our birthday cake, our cookies and cream ice cream, and our presents, because it's time for Dinosaur Ranger Anthony's podcast birthday review. Whoop whoop. Well, you guys, let's go ahead and grab our official Dinosaur Review for Kids scorecard, and let's go ahead and get started with today's review. So here we go, you guys. We have our official scorecard pulled up, our Dinosaur Review for Kids scorecard, and today we're talking about the Ampelosaurus. The Ampelosaurus. So this one, you guys, its name means vineyard lizard, and that's because they find a vineyard just a little south of where they found these fossils at the Blanquette de Lemieux vineyard. The Blanquette de Lemieux vineyard, just as a little bit south of where they found this fossil. The vineyard lizard, or the Ampelosaurus. So the Ampelosaurus is today's dinosaur species. So what's this dinosaur order? This one's a Saurischian, which means it's a lizard-hipped dinosaur, and then it falls into that Sauropode family. Now these have the long necks, they're herbivores, they're eating all kinds of vegetation, and then it falls into that Titanosaurid family. So these are just ginormous, huge long-necked dinosaurs, but this one might not be as big as you guys might think, like our Brachiosaurus or Apatosaurus diplodocus, Argentinosaurus. How big was this dinosaur? How big was the Ampelosaurus? Well, this one comes at about 52 feet in length, or 16 meters, and only up to about 13 feet high, or 4.1 meters, and then it weighs up to about 16.5 tons. So it's still really heavy, but you guys, it's one of the smaller, it's a very small sauropod, the long-necked dinosaurs, and they believe this one is even smaller than its ancestors, and it's because they believe it had somewhat of what they call island dwarfism, and that's when a species or a type of creature, they go and they get stuck on an island, and they just start getting smaller. They got less vegetation to be eating. The species just gradually get smaller and smaller over time because they're stuck on the island. And what would have happened was they were probably walking around the mainland, and as the shores came in and out, the tides went in and out, they ended up on the island, and then they got stuck there on what became an island. So this creature, our Ampelosaurus, only up to 52 feet in length from tip of the tail to the end of their snout. They're only 13 feet high and weigh about 16.5 tons. Now, how fast was this dinosaur? Our sauropods come in very slow. As you can imagine, it's over 16 tons. They are heavy, heavy, heavy dinosaurs. They just had way too much birthday cake each and every year on their birthday. So our Ampelosaurus is coming in at about 6 to 10 miles per hour, walking on that quadrupedal stance. Remember, they're walking on 4 very thick column-like legs. They're a very slow walker. Now, what are the weapons, the defense? What characteristics does our Ampelosaurus have? They have a very small head with a long neck. They are the sauropods still. Even though it's not as big as our famous ones, this is still a long-necked dinosaur. They have a very bulky body, and they found over 500 bones of this species. Now, you guys, something very unique. They have the long neck, but what sets them apart from those gigantic sauropods is the Ampelosaurus is covered in osteoderms, or scutes, all across their back. So they have 11-inch osteoderms, or armor-like plates on their back for protection. And they find all kinds of different shapes from these osteoderms, from plate shape, bulb shape, and even spine-shaped osteoderms on the back of the Ampelosaurus. That's going to be protecting them from any kind of damage that might be coming from above, those sharp teeth trying to bite down. Now, they have cylinder-like teeth, and they have 4 column-like legs, very thick legs, walking all around their environment, going and scavenging, getting all kinds of pine needles, conifer trees, all kinds of vegetation that they'd be eating, and they're scraping them with those cylinder-like teeth and swallowing them whole. Our sauropods don't have very well-developed jaw muscles, so they can't really chew their food. They're swallowing all their vegetation whole, and then they're going and eating all kinds of gastroliths, and those are little rocks that they're eating that they're putting into their gizzards near where their stomach is, and that's helping grind down all the vegetation before it completely goes in their stomach and it gets digested for all kinds of energy. As they're eating all those vegetations, conifers throughout the day, they believe they could eat even maybe up to a ton or 2,000 pounds worth of food, vegetation, to be able to keep themselves fed all throughout the day. Now, this sauropod, our Ampelosaurus, has about a tennis ball-sized brain, so they have a very low intelligence compared to their massive body size. They have somewhat of a pebble-like skin. We don't find any feathers on our sauropod long-neck type dinosaurs, and they laid, they believe, around 20 eggs. And they're going to be more of a sphere, more of a ball-shaped egg, and they lived up to be about 100 years old. Can you believe it? 100-year-old dinosaurs. T-Rex. If I was a T-Rex, I would probably be dead already because I'm turning 33 today, remember? And T-Rexes, they only live up to be about into their late 20s, maybe 30 years old. Unless you're Sue or Scotty or Stan, then you're living into your 30s, maybe around 33, 34, maybe even 35 years old. But our sauropod, our Ampelosaurus, up to 100 years old. Now, where did this dinosaur live, and how long did the Ampelosaurus species live during the Mesozoic era? Well, you guys, this one is coming in about 70 to 65 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. So this one might have been around at the time of extinction. But you guys, they find this fossil over mainly in France. I think I've seen a little bit that they found some fossils also in Spain. But our asteroid crashed over in the country of Mexico. So the asteroid strike, our Ampelosaurus probably wouldn't have seen the asteroid crash into the Earth, but they still went extinct, because when that asteroid hits the Earth, you guys, and it sends all kinds of rock, dirt, and sand debris up into the sky, it's blacking out the sun. So all across the world, the sun could have got blacked out. And what would have happened? It would have got a lot colder, right? We didn't have the sun to warm us up, and the plants would have started to die. And if you can think about it, these ones are stuck on an island. So once all their food is gone, they're simply going to die out pretty quickly, I would assume. soon because there's nowhere to go. They can't swim across a channel, a little bit of the ocean to get to more food, so they would have died right there on that island, right next to the Blanquette de la Mou vineyard. Now, as I mentioned, our Ampelosaurus is found over on the continent of Europe, and they believe they would have lived in ancient floodplains and river systems. Now, a few of the predators that might have hunted our Ampelosaurus are the Pterosaurus, the Pyroraptors, and the Ampelosaurus. So those predators, those carnivores, would have been going hunting for this sauropod, or Ampelosaurus. Now, it was first discovered, like I mentioned, the same year Dinosaur Ranger Anthony was born, back in 1989. And it would be named in 1995 by Jean Lelouf. Jean Lelouf. And that is another one of my French words, so thank you to Dinosaur Ranger Elace for letting me know all about Jean Lelouf. Jean Lelouf. Did that sound good, you guys? Is my French doing pretty good today? But nonetheless, you guys, let's give a quick recap for our Ampelosaurus. This one is a sauropod, a long neck herbivore, only up to 52 feet in length and up to 13 feet high and 16.5 tons. They're walking very slow, 6 to 10 miles per hour. A small head, a long neck, bulky body, 4 column-like legs, a tennis ball-sized brain, eating all kinds of vegetation with those cylinder-like teeth. But remember, the osteoderms. This long-necked sauropod has 11-inch osteoderms, armor-like plating that are shaped like plates, bulbs, and spines. They're helping protect their back from all kinds of meat-eating dinosaurs looking to make them be their lunch or their dinner. And this one, remember, was discovered in 1989. So what is going to be our review, our score for the Ampelosaurus? 1 fossil being for some of the weakest dinosaurs, 10 fossils being for some of the most mighty of the dinosaurs. So you guys, we know we can't put it up past Brachiosaurus or Apatosaurus. Those sauropods just are way too massive to be passed by our Ampelosaurus, who's a lot smaller of a dinosaur, a lot smaller of a sauropod. So at the end of the day, you guys, I wanted to give our Ampelosaurus an 8.5. 8.5 for our Ampelosaurus. Still a great score, you guys. I wanted to give it an 8.9 for the 89th year that we were born in 1989, but that just would have been way too high for our Ampelosaurus. So 8.5 is where our Ampelosaurus falls into the fossil record. What a fascinating sauropod. What did you guys think? Did you know that some of the sauropods could have a back like an Ankylosaurus? Would it be even cooler if it had thagomisers on its tail like a Stegosaurus? I think we should have Dr. Wu make that be the next hybrid. What do you guys think? Can you guys go ahead and let him know? Does that work for all you guys? Well, now even though the Ampelosaurus isn't as big as, say, the Apatosaurus or the Brachiosaurus, it still has all those osteoderms going across its back, and that kind of makes up for the loss in size. Those osteoderms are going to be able to protect their backs from all kinds of meat-eating theropod dinosaurs looking to hunt our mighty Ampelosaurus. Simply amazing sauropod. Well, you guys, our next review will be on a new type of species, and I'll give you guys a little hint. Are you ready? Crikey! Did you guys catch that? You want me to say it one more time? Crikey! What do you guys think? Can you guess what that is? You might need to ask your parents, and I'm pretty sure they'll remember the man that used to say, crikey! Well, you guys, a quick joke before we go today. What did the dinosaur say to Dinosaur Ranger Anthony on his birthday? What did the dinosaurs say to Dinosaur Ranger Anthony on his birthday? It's your roar's birthday! Get it? Not, it's roar instead of your. Your instead of roar, they kind of sound similar, right? Roar, it's my birthday. Well, you guys, it's time to get ready for my awesome birthday party. And don't worry, I'll roar if I want to. But wait, we gotta sing. And here we go with our Ampelosaurus right here. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Dinosaur Ranger Anthony. Happy birthday to you. You You guys think the Ampelosaurus would have sung like that? What an amazing voice, you guys. But as always, my name is Dinosaur Ranger Anthony, and keep digging for dinosaurs. Happy birthday! See you guys.
Wow.